So we're just at Alvin's property this morning, getting some more lumber. He's got some ready for me, and I just thought you'd be interested in seeing our friend Alvin's property. He has 320 acres, and he said 40 acres is covered in stuff. He's working on something in his shop here today, but there is not too much Alvin doesn't have. "40 acres, he said. He's got stuff. There are little roads going everywhere, and of course he's got lots of trees on this property, so he's milling lumber with a really cool old sawmill. He just sold an old Studebaker truck, and it was just amazing. I had pictures of it, but like, look at this thing. This is just crazy. I just think it's amazing. And that road goes way down there too. Just continues on. 40 acres. Not too much you can't find at Alvin's place. Not too much at all. He's got his radio on over there. You can hear it from here. I'm just gonna walk over to where the mill is. Last time we were here it was pretty muddy, and we had to tiptoe through all the mud. He's got cattle roaming around here too, apparently. Oh yeah, there's one. We had to close the gate when we came in because he has cows roaming around here too. I'm not sure if the mill is over here now. He may have moved it. Oh, yeah, I think he did move it. I don't know where it is now. And I don't think I'm gonna run around. Oh, there it is. He's moved it over to the side, I think. I don't think I'm gonna walk around 40 acres looking for the sawmill, so, but it's here. Pretty amazing. Look at, hey there, cow. This is the sawmill that Alvin uses to mill all this lumber. Got a bunch there. Look at that, he put a little piece of steel on the ground to walk on. And this is the mill. He was showing Chris how it works. And I forget how old he said he is. This says, oh, it had its name on here somewhere, and I can't remember where it was. Anyway, this is Alvin's sawmill, and he mills this lumber by himself. I can't remember how old he said he was. I think 84. So I'm just amazed. Like, I whine and complain about being too old for this. And my right shoulder, I don't even know what I did yesterday. My right shoulder is killing me today. But I think the problem is I never let anything heal properly before I do something stupid. But, so here's cows staring at me. Like, this is the back of Alvin's house, and the cows are just wandering around. Look at the old outhouse. I just think this is amazing. I thought I just heard some gunshots. That's just a cow snapping some timber in there. Anyway, I just think this place is, I mean, we were just awestruck the first time we drove in here. What do you think, buddy? Steak. All I can think of is steak and roast. Just blows my mind. And this is just a very tiny, tiny bit of what he's got.
Trucks, 7 beverage and dessert, and a lounge, all in a beautiful outdoor setting. Being able to walk about with your beverage.
I think he said to leave the truck here. He had some loaded and he's gonna bring them over to the truck. So there you go. A very quick tour of Alvin's place. Very small part of Alvin's place, but I think it's just amazing. Anyway, 84, he mills his own lumber. It inspires me a bit, you know. Sometimes I think, oh, I'm too old for this. But then you see somebody like this. What else are you going to do? Like, people talk about retiring, and what are you going to do? Go sit home? Go sit down in front of the TV for the rest of your life? I don't think I ever will. And I hope when I'm 84, I'm building another tiny house or something, you know. We've already scoped out a spot on Chris's place for an underground greenhouse, root cellar. I want to get my outdoor wood-burning cook stove done. And this kind of thing, an old guy like Alvin just inspires me. You get up and you're hurting, but go build something, go do something that's fun, and I don't know, it's creative and useful, and I just love doing this kind of stuff. I think I've said before, I think I'm addicted to projects, and I just love it. I just love doing it. After the tiny house, the practical stuff has to come first. I think the outdoor wood-burning cook stove would be awesome. The greenhouse, obviously, especially in Alberta, when we have such a short growing season. And of course the root cellar, to keep your stuff that you've grown. But then, you know, I'd love to do a school bus conversion to travel in. Of course, I'd have to get my license to drive that. I already have to work on my license for the motorcycle. But anyway, look at this old school bus. It's too bad it's not more intact. It's so cute. Anyway, we'll get some lumber and show you later what I got. Well, I didn't get a lot of lumber today. I only got 7 2x4s. And these, Alvin gave us them for the price of 2x6s, so they'll have to be cut. Of course, you got a hockey stick in here, but the other end isn't too bad by the time you cut it down to an 8-footer. So that's not too bad. We're going to unload that later. It's really hot right now. I also got cherries were on half price, and I had actually been thinking about making some cherry jam, just because that's something you don't see in the store that often, and I like making flavors, different jams that are a little different than the regular strawberry, blueberry, raspberry. So I got a bunch of cherries because they were on half price, and I think I'm gonna look out some jars. I gotta look at my recipes, see how many cherries I need, how many jars I need, get those sterilized and get out my big copper jelly pan. One of my prized possessions, my big copper jelly pan. But yeah, I think I'm gonna make some cherry jam. I love cherries, and like I said, I went into the grocery store just to get some for snacking and they were half price, so I'm gonna make some jam. Of course, I have to take perfectly healthy fruit and make it into pie or jam. What else would you want to do with it? Snack on them sometimes, but yeah. Add 800 pounds of sugar, and then it tastes really good. So that's the plan after a nap. Actually, Chris was just saying that after the ceiling is in, he can start wiring and plumbing. We already have a whole pile of LED lights, like the ones we put in the ceiling here. And we already have a bunch of those. They had them on sale for some ridiculous price when we were in Ontario, so we got a whole pile of them. And I think they had coupons too, so it was really crazy price, like $4 or something instead of 40 for one. So they will go all the way down the ceiling like they are in here. Anyway, that's the plan for now. We'll unload that lumber later when it cools off and put the rest of these groceries away, and I might get organized later and make some jam. Well, I did a deep dive into my sea can and found jars, the pot that I use for the water bath, and my beloved copper jelly pan, and I couldn't find amaretto, so I'm going to use Di Serono. It calls for amaretto or amaretta or something. Let me see here. Amaretto. So I'm using Di Serono. It smells pretty good and I think it'll work just fine. So, and I could not find, I know I bought a whole pile of little boxes of crystal pectin, and I cannot find it anywhere. So I remembered that I had a huge amount of this clear gel. So you basically just have to weigh it. I bought it bulk years ago. So you just have to weigh it so that it has the right amount in, and all I do is look at the boxes to see how much a normal box has in it, and then I just use my scales. So I will weigh out the pectin, and now that I found that stuff and have lots of it, I might be able to get 3 or 4 batches of jam done, which would be about 20 jars maybe, which makes me really happy. Anyway, let's get cracking. I'm just going to get this stuff cleaned and do it tomorrow though. Meantime, Chris just went out and got some more lettuce. So I'm just going to wash that up, make some salad, and have it with some of the roasted chicken that we had yesterday. So I don't have to cook supper today. Not feeling very well after we went to town, and it's 7:15 at night now, so getting into that favorite time of day of mine, so we might be able to get that truck unloaded and get ready for tomorrow. Well, I just fed all the crazy chickens a bunch of chopped up lettuce. They're loving that. A bunch of them were in my garden, but I think they're mostly eating ants and bugs off the plants, so that's what they're gonna do. Fine by me. It's better than having to spray something on the plants. I checked, I think I already told you, I checked in the first plants here are cucumbers. Do you know they said at the grocery store they don't even sell regular cucumbers now, only the English cucumbers? I thought that was strange, but anyway. These plants are like, I don't even know what to say about these things anymore. I don't know whether it's just these first few that are cucumbers or these ones are cucumbers. I can see now the difference in the leaves. I think these are cucumbers. And then we go to squash. Don't know, these might be squash. And then these are zucchini up here apparently. Now why these leaves look variegated and these ones don't, And then these ones are darker. Don't ask me. I don't have a clue. Don't know what's up with that. Went into town again and forgot again to get wire, to put more wire on this row with the beans. You can see lots of blossoms coming now, so there's going to be beans there pretty soon. And these are heavy plants, so they're going to need more wire to grow on. See, I came out with chopped lettuce, so now of course they think I'm their friend. They want to be my friend. Just eat bugs. Anybody eating plants goes in the freezer. Got it? Eat my garden, you go in the freezer. Yeah, don't look the other way. I need to establish some ground rules here. But I don't see cucumbers on the plants yet, but like I said last night, I do see zucchinis down at this end. There's one there, and you can see how many are going to come out of here. One down. Ouch! They're picky too. Honest to goodness, these plants are almost waist high now. Almost waist high. That's crazy. See what this chicken's up to. See if he's gonna peck at my plants or bugs. That anthill that was down at that corner of the garden last year was absolutely nuts. And it went almost like the whole row, so that could be why the beans didn't do good down at that end. The carrots are coming along now. Still some holes with none in them, but they're really coming now. The lettuce is awesome. So we're basically having salad every day. And then I added some beans to this end of this row for some reason. Don't ask me why. Can't remember already. I just worked some of the peas up onto the strings again because they were getting, some of them were flopping down again. See that one? It's hard to get it onto here because it's already on the other one and I don't want to break the vines. But yeah, if you can get them started on there like that, it helps a lot. It's so beautiful. Look at the flag. Just love this time of day. I don't see any shots of blossoms in there. I think this is where the squash is actually going to come out. I could be wrong. Again, this is all new to me. You can see how, like, look at this branch here on the tomato plant. Those are the ones that normally I would cut off. I do snap them sometimes, but these I think I'm definitely going to have to get trimmed tomorrow. I don't know how many days it's been since I did that, but look how much this has grown. Like, that's, you know, 8 or 9 inches long, and those have to be chopped off. So, and some of these are pretty close to knee-high now. Well, some of them, these ones are more than knee-high. So, the chickens love this time of day too. Oh, little chicken fisticuffs. These beans, we've still got to get a couple of poles in here and some wire up for this row of beans, or partial row of beans I should say. Look at, they just stopped. Not happy. And then the same with the pea row. They just stopped. This end didn't grow. So we've obviously got some seeds that are no good. I don't know why that would have happened. So anyway, I am going to try and put the framing crew on pitting cherries. And get those cherries ready to make jam tomorrow. I have to go back into the sea can again to find some more jars if I'm going to make a triple or a quadruple batch. So I've got to go find some more jars, scare up some more jars, and see if I can get the framer pitting cherries since he's in front of the TV again. And then I think I will make my jam tomorrow while he's cutting that lumber, and then I might have to help him with the ripping, but he can do a lot of the stuff. And then once the ceiling trusses are in the 2x4s, he will start on the plumbing and electrical and get that done. So we've got to sort of look at the plan, see where I want electrical boxes. It's always nice to put extra ones in. You know, when you bake a lot, that sort of thing, I like to think of where I'm going to place my big mixer, my food processor, that sort of thing, so that it's really handy to have extra outlets in the kitchen on the countertop. So I got to look at that, and then he's going to start with the plumbing and the electrical. And then the biggie is the spray foam insulation, and I really need to get a few quotes on that. In Ontario we had one quote. It was just about 10 grand. Chris's brother knew someone that did it, and it literally cost us half. That's a massive difference. So I need to get some more quotes here, at least 3 or 4. I've got a list somewhere if I can find it. I make the lists and then I can't find them. Anyway, I gotta look for my list of contractors that I was going to contact for an estimate and get that done, because once the electrical and plumbing is done, we can get the spray foam done, and that is going to make it possible to work when the weather turns cold. And yeah, I know it's only July, but sometimes it's winter in September in Alberta. So anyway, I will just show you the babies. Look at, they're all napping. They're so cute. That's the little tiny window for the bathroom. And yeah, so the babies are napping. This group seems to be a little more active, and we are putting the lights on at night. Let me see what the temperature, it says it's 80 right now, and I think they say to keep it at 90. That seems pretty high. I can see maybe when it's cold outside you have to worry more about it, and again, that's why we wanted to do this second batch at this time of year. They will go out into the chicken tractor in about 3 weeks, and then into the freezer about 3 months after that. Well, some of them. Hoping to get some different hens out of that batch. But I'm going to go inside and work on the jam. And that's it for today, I think. Like and subscribe. Hit that notification bell. And share this video with your family and friends. We really appreciate it. And we'll see you next time.